guys, I'm Rebecca and these are my reviews, and I have some hair products to share with you. These are from a company called HAIRSTORY, and they sent me a bunch of their stuff. I believe this is everything that they sell. And I've had these products for approximately 3 months now, and I've been using them pretty exclusively. So I'm going to share with you my opinions based on my experience and give you some pros and cons and maybe even some tips on how to use these products. So the whole deal with this is that it's not shampoo and conditioner, it is a new way to wash your hair. It is made from oils and plant-based things, and it's supposed to just be wonderful for your hair. So I was curious to see how this was going to be on my hair, which doesn't have a lot of issues. My major ones being my scalp gets itchy and flaky if I don't wash my hair often enough, and my hair will not hold a curl. I didn't straighten my hair, guys. This is just how my hair is. They have the original, they have a deep, which is more for like oily hair, and then a rich, which is more for dry hair. So I haven't really been using the rich. I've mostly been using the original and occasionally going in with the deep, especially on days when I feel like I'm getting buildup or my head is just feeling particularly oily. Because I work out on a daily basis and I get sweaty, my head gets really sweaty. So I think that's why I have issues with like the flakiness and stuff if I don't wash my hair often enough. Of course, they say using these products, you probably won't have to wash your hair as often as you normally would. For me, that is not the case. Even using the deep, I still feel like I need to wash my hair every 2 or 3 days. Granted, it's the pandemic and, I've been washing my hair like once a week, but it gets gross after a while. So let's back up. Basically, how they advertise this is it's good for any type of hair. You won't have to wash your hair as often, blah, blah, blah. You can also use it as like a body cleanser. You can shave with it. It's an all-in-one thing like this. This 8-ounce package, by the way, I like the packaging. It's not, the plastic bottle. It's recyclable, foldy upper kind of a thing. It's a little awkward in the shower sometimes, and it has this pop cap which you can take off and on, or a screw cap. I personally like the screw cap because in the shower when my hands are wet, this gets slippery and hard to take off. This little guy is $40 though, and while they say on their website, this kind of annoys me, they say on their website, yes, but it's replacing so many products. Is it really? No, it's not. It's replacing 2 products, shampoo and conditioner. And honestly, I feel like you can be worth $40. If you're a good product, people will pay $40 for you. You don't have to say that, oh, we're replacing all of these other things. It annoys me when companies do that. Anyway, it's $40, which is pricey. However, this could be a game changer for you. I don't know. For me, I like it. Not sure if it's a game changer. I still get an itchy scalp. My hair still won't hold a curl, but I do feel like it does a good job. I washed my hair today and you can see it looks clean and fluffy, and it certainly isn't a bad hair wash. I don't want to call it a shampoo. So I've been using it and I don't have any complaints as far as, how it's treating my hair. Now, I will say this. When I first started using it, I hated it, but that's because I was using it wrong. The deal with this is that you have to use a ton of it in order to get your hair clean, because it doesn't foam up. You don't get a lather. You have to use a giant palm-full size of product. Usually I use like a quarter size. My hair isn't that long, so a quarter of shampoo will lather up nicely, no big deal. Same with conditioner. This, it's like way more than I would even if I was putting both the shampoo and conditioner in my hand. It's like a big giant dollop, and that way it will actually coat all of my hair, my whole head, and you have to use that much if you actually want to get your hair clean. Another thing is that they have this little guy, which is amazing, and I highly recommend it for anybody, even if you don't use this wash stuff. This is awesome and it feels really good when you're washing your hair. It has this nice little grip on there, and then as you're washing, you just work it into your scalp this way, and it's like a little scalp massage. And without using this, it's really difficult for me to really get the cleanser into my scalp because, thick hair, a lot of hair, and because it's not lathering, you really have to work hard to work it into your hair. Then to rinse it out, you have to work just as hard. You have to use hot water. Those of you with colored hair know that hot water will destroy your color. And while there aren't any ingredients in here that are bad for colored hair, the hot water is one of those things. But if you're washing your hair less, I guess that's, you know, a pro. Anyway, get one of these things, and even when you're rinsing it out, use this guy to help really get everything out. It just doesn't rinse out very easily. And if you don't completely rinse it out, it's going to make your hair feel gross and oily and weighed down and awful, and you will hate it. So that's the thing. If you've tried this and you hated it, it's possible that you either weren't using enough product or you weren't completely rinsing it out. Once I started using it correctly, I was like, oh no, my hair feels great. It definitely feels clean and fluffy and healthy. It doesn't get tangly or anything, so it does help as far as that is concerned. You know, a lot of times shampoo will dry your hair out, conditioner will weigh your hair down, and with this I'm getting none of that, but my hair does feel hydrated and detangled, which is nice. Now let's get into the other products that they have. They have a dry shampoo if you do need to prolong those days in between. This dry shampoo has this little nozzle that folds down and folds up, and it kind of looks like a bullhorn, and when you puff it, a ton of product comes out. This is another one that I had to really get the hang of, because you only want to pump the top a tiny bit, because if you pump it all the way down, you're just gonna have a white powdery head, and that's no longer in, not since, what, like the 1700s? When did people powder their wigs? Anyway, just use a tiny bit. So you use it like you would a normal dry shampoo, but it is a powder. I like powder dry shampoos because I think they also help with, you know, like giving you a little extra lift, and they don't feel crunchy on your hair. So anyway, this I actually think is a pretty decent product once you learn how to use it correctly. Another one, this one is Lift, and this one is supposed to be like, you can use it on your hair day one, I don't know, like as a volumizing spray or something, but what I think it really shines as is a second day or hat head kind of a diffuser. So the way that you would use it is if your hair is sticking down to your head because, I don't know, you've been wearing a hat or it's just getting limp after a couple of days or whatever, you use it kind of how you would with a dry shampoo, where you separate and spray it, and you don't have to go crazy. A little bit will do you, and then use your blow dryer to essentially re-lift your hair so that you can get lots of wonderful volume. So that's how I like to use this one, is just if my hair is feeling extra flat, or if I want it extra voluminous, to basically spray the roots, and usually because I'm lazy, I just throw my head upside down and blow dry it that way. And that works. This one is more of like a sea salt spray. It's the Undressed spray, but it's not a salt spray, so you don't get that awful texture that salt sprays give your hair. Sure, it looks nice, but it feels disgusting and can often just make your hair look dirty and feel a little crunchy and dry your hair out. This isn't like that, but you still get a wonderful effect from it. So my hair, being what it is, doesn't do well with salt sprays anyway. However, I have found that the way that I like to use this is when my hair is looking like this, I spray this, you know, just a light mist kind of all over, work it into my hair a little bit, and then I curl my hair and kind of, you know, just do this with it. And it helps keep the curls a little piecey, a little messy, and it doesn't have any sort of crunchiness or dryness to it. It just helps to keep a little bit of that curl in there, because like I said, my hair doesn't like to hold a curl. But if you've seen any of my other videos lately, and I'll flash some pictures up here for you, I've been curling my hair a lot lately, and this has been helping the curls to stay and also look cute and piecey. You know, it's more of just like a wavy, messy, beachy wave kind of a thing, but I actually ended up really liking this, and at first I thought that it was doing nothing for me. So I feel like that's the theme of these products. It took me forever to learn how to use them with my hair. This one is a hair balm. This one I think is going to be especially good for people with dry hair and curly haired people. For me, I will sometimes put it like in the ends. I haven't had a haircut in over a year, you know, lockdown. I think my last haircut was like February. It was right before Valentine's Day, and I went short and shaved the sides of my head. So my hair's been growing out since then, and I desperately need a haircut. So usually I use this after my hair is dry, and I just pump a little bit in my hands and do one of these, where I'm just kind of giving the ends a little bit of love so that they're not quite so frayed out. But I really think that this is geared more toward like curly hair and stuff like that. They do have videos on their website, and the one that they show for this is someone with curly hair, and she uses like a diffuser, and her hair looks fab after she uses it. This one, however, Dressed Up, this one is more of a protector for your hair. So this one I use like on my damp hair if I am going to curl it or even just blow dry it or whatever. I use it on my bangs a lot. A little bit goes a long way though. If you use too much, this can get really heavy really quickly. So just a tiny bit and really rub it into your hands, and then just like, okay, you're done, you have enough. And I like it. So when I am using heat tools, it doesn't fry my hair quite as much. At least I don't think so. Could all be in my head, but whenever I use this, I do feel like I just have a little extra hydration, a little protection on my hair. And then the final product is their wax, with many W's on there. This one is not really a wax. It's got an interesting sort of putty texture to it, and that's how I think of it, as a putty. So this one I think is more geared toward like really short hair, you know, where you're just gonna like put it in the ends and spike it up, give it a little shape, whatever. I do like using this in my hair, especially when my hair was shorter. I liked using this sort of product in my hair because it does give it a little bit of shape, you know? You can like poof it and then texturize and get little pieces and stuff like that. So I still use, like, have it on my finger because I don't want to put it in my hair today. Today is not a wax day. Like a curly hair day would be a wax day, or a messy hair day would be a wax day for me. I'll show you pictures because I've been styling my hair all sorts of ways as it's growing out and I am struggling with it. I've been trying different things on how to style it. So this has been one of those products that I use occasionally, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of fun. So it's one of those products that you may not think is for you, and then the first time you try a putty in your hair, like, yeah, this is awesome. It gives me weird texture and volume and shape without being a hairspray or a gel or something like that. So basically the moral of the story here is that these products are different. They're different from most of the products that I have used before, and it took me a while to figure out how to use them properly. They do have videos on their website for each product showing you ways to use them. Now, of course, like, I don't have curly hair, so I'm going to use the hair balm differently than the way they show it. And the Undressed spray, I'm not gonna get those beachy waves where I just go like this and spray it and I suddenly look like Farrah Fawcett. That's not gonna happen. I just don't have that kind of hair. So I had to figure out how to use them for me and my hair. But I would say all in all, I do use these products, and I have been using them exclusively for almost 3 months now, and I have been happy with the performance once I figured out how to use them. And also, you know, if you don't get anything else, get this guy because it's amazing. It feels amazing when you wash your hair, and it just does such a good job. And like I said, my issue is like a flaky scalp. Oh, this helps so much, so much. So anyway, should you try these products? I don't know, maybe. Might be worth a try, you know, especially if you have been struggling with your hair or not particularly crazy about the products you are currently using. If you do have specific issues or whatever, when you go on their website, they actually have a quiz to tell you if you should try the original or the deep or the rich. They also have like a kit to try out some of the products, and that's gonna be your best bang for your buck because they include, you know, most of the basics that you're going to want to use. Oh, and the smell. It has kind of a fresh, woodsy, botanical smell to it. It's not, it smells very natural, you know, like it is made from plants and oils and things. It doesn't smell bad, at least I don't think so. I think it smells, and it's not a very strong scent either. Like, I don't smell my hair afterwards. It just, while I'm washing it, it just smells kind of like woodsy botanicals. I'm going with that. I think that's a good description. You know, I've been using these for 3 months and I am almost out of the original and probably about 2/3 of the way through the deep. So they are lasting me a pretty good while. So anyway, I will leave all of the information in the description box if you guys want to check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!